Welcome, everyone. My name is Lucy Gray, and this is take 2 of our intro webinar to the Thrive Conference. I mistakenly broadcast to the wrong event that I set up in StreamYard, and hopefully this one is corrected. Actionable Innovations Global is an organization that fosters community amongst educators around the world. We host virtual events and using the RingCentral Events platform. And we are proposing a conference for January 2026 focused on democracy. This will be a cross-sector event to bring people together from all over the world to think about saving and preserving democracy. So our conference committee has been hard at work thinking about this event, and we are excited to invite you to be an attendee, a presenter, or a supporter of the conference. And the critical question that we really want to address is how do we activate more people to be active participants in democracies around the world, not just the United States where we're based. We feel that democracy is at risk in many parts of the world and that there are lessons to be learned from each other as we navigate this territory. So we are looking for you to join us in this adventure between now and January as we prepare for this summit of the minds, so to speak. And I would love to be able to share with you important information so that you can make a decision about whether you'd like to get involved or not. So just so you have some background, Actionable Innovations Global has been hosting a global education conference called GLOW for the last 4 years, typically during International Education Week. We've also created events for education consultants, and we are an agency of RingCentral Events, so we can rebrand our platform for other organizations and companies. And we have hosted a few events for partners who are interested in doing virtual conferences as well. So keep that in mind as we're talking. We feel that we're at a point in our history here in the United States where people need to come together and do something. Whether, we're not here necessarily to be negative or to bash certain people and groups. We're here to uplift and empower people to feel that they're contributing to the greater good. And so we envision a cross-sector event where educators, community organizations, healthcare professionals, legal people come together and share and learn from each other. And we're going to go into some detail about that during the next few minutes. So why would you want to come to this? We want the average citizen to feel like this is a place for them to come and learn more and to be able to make informed decisions about what they want to do to become more involved in their local community, their national community, or their global community. And we hope that some skills will be imparted from the people who present. We hope that organizations and individuals will find partners for collaboration and for learning from each other. We also hope to showcase cutting edge tools that will help you become a better active global citizen, but also tools that will help you learn about the issues that our world is facing. And we also want to provide a forum for you to think about how communities can have measurable impact. So we're at a critical time where it's important that we are brave and that we step up in thoughtful and intentional ways. And this is really not about being particularly political, but politics really is part of everything. And so it will come up for sure in the conference, but we're really focused on actionable things that anyone can do to become better informed and to help save and preserve democracy. So what do we mean by cross-sector? We mean that people from different walks of life and professions come together to share and learn from each other. We're talking about educators, we're talking about business leaders, community organizers, and nonprofit leaders. Anyone who has something to share from a very local and small, seemingly community to organizations that are doing impactful work. And one of the things that's important to think about is regarding a virtual conferences, of course, meeting face-to-face is much more powerful. And we don't negate that. But there are a lot of people who want to do something or who want to learn more, who are unable to, for financial reasons, travel to a big conference in person, or who physically just can't get to a big protest or whatever, some sort of, signature event. So how do we involve the people who aren't able to do the things that are a little bit more visible? And we believe that using the RingCentral platform and developing an online community that is focused not just on education, but on everybody, all other sectors, that it's really essential to democracy thriving. We all have to get involved and be part of the solution. Another big focus of our design has been to be aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. These are the particular ones, 4, 5, 10, 13, 17, that we think are particularly aligned to our work here. And so we've been intentional in the design of this because we feel the SDGs speak to the world and how we have to work across borders to solve complicated problems. And so there is alignment with that. And in the proposal process, we'll ask people to select which SDGs are aligned with their work. For educators, why would you want to be part of this? We feel that you'll learn how to work with civic education in your classroom. Hopefully, you'll develop some real-world learning partnerships with organizations that have something to offer, and you'll find out more about democracy from international connections that you'll meet at our conference. We hope that you'll find classroom partners where you can potentially collaborate as well during the conference. For business leaders, we want you to showcase any kind of ESG programs that you have, find implementation partners, and think about how you're creating authentic opportunities for your organization to support democracy. It is a tricky time right now for companies to be navigating this space, and perhaps some discussions on strategies for doing so can be part of the conversation at this conference. For community organizations, we want you to showcase your work, let people know about what you're doing to inspire them or to get them involved with whatever tool or program initiative that you're focusing on. We want you to also learn from each other and be inspired by people who are also doing this work. Together, we can do more. And this is not about one organization or another. It's about what is our collective impact on democracy. So these are some of the benefits that we think for our different populations that we want to be part of the conference. We'd also love to see people from academia, people who are working in politics, people who are working in legal situations, people who are working in healthcare, because that's definitely something that's being impacted here, at least in the United States right now. We want all professionals and local people who maybe don't necessarily have any super expertise to be part of this. And our event details go as follows. August 1st, we opened the call for proposals. November 1st, the call for proposal deadline will end. And our sponsorship deadline will be December 1st. And recordings, if you're submitting an asynchronous proposal, need to be submitted by December 15th. The event will take place January 21st and 22nd, completely online. People will be able to present live, or they'll be able to present asynchronously. So you can submit a video if you're unable to present at a given time, or you feel it will be more conducive to navigating the conference from whatever time zone you're in. So either type of presentation is welcome. And then conference recordings will be available for 1 year after the conclusion of the event. We hope to have keynotes that will inspire you, different kinds of sessions, including skill building workshops and solution labs. We hope that we can learn from people outside of the United States, because I think there are lessons to be learned from countries that have been grappling with challenges to democracy in other parts of the world. And I think together we can learn some lessons from those countries. We also will be developing a resource library of organizations and projects that relate to this that will be available to paid ticket holders. And we also will have a space set up for year-round collaboration as a result of this conference. Our themes are as follows. We want democracy skills across sectors to be a theme. Presenters will select one of these themes when they submit their proposal. Corporate citizenship and democratic engagement, community organizing and coalition building, global democracy networks, digital democracy and civic technology, civic education, innovation, media literacy, and counter misinformation, and self-care and resilience for democracy advocates. This is a stressful time for everyone. And with that last theme, we really want people to kind of focus on doing what they can when they can, and making sure that they're taking care of themselves as well. It's very easy to get stressed out about what's going on in the world. And I think if we have some sessions that are related to taking care of ourselves, it will be really important so that we can continue this work. The session formats will be as follows. There can be general, plain regular presentations that are 50 minutes, interactive workshops that are a little bit longer, panel discussions if you want to get a group of people together to talk about a particular topic, solutions labs, which means we want a problem to be presented and the attendees of that session to work on that problem. And then lightning talks are sessions that are very quick, 20 minutes only, on a topic or a tool or something that you want to share with the conference community. You do not need to be an expert in any particular topic. You just need to have a passion for whatever you want to present on. It could be, examples are in our call for proposals if you want to see more details. But I imagine that for me, I would like to do a presentation on the tools that help me keep informed during these times. What are the technologies that help me stay on top of different issues and communicating with my elected representatives? So I might do a session on that, for example. So if you want to know more, check out our call for proposals because it goes into great detail. We also are going to be doing another webinar next week that's going to be focusing right on the proposal process. So we'll walk you through that next week if you have questions. Who should present? As I mentioned earlier, anyone. If you're able to create an opportunity to host a session with other people across sectors, that would be particularly valuable to the conference. But we're really open to any kinds of opportunities that you want to present. We're definitely interested in seeing youth involvement with this. One of our partner in this conference is the Charter for Compassion, and they actually have a youth conference coming up at the end of October. And I'm hoping that there'll be some of those youth will also consider presenting at Thrive. We'd love to see academic researchers who have something to share with us to inform us. And anyone who is leading an organization or an initiative, you're also welcome to present. Again, these can be local grassroots kinds of things or something a little bit more formal. We are not into stuffy conferences where you have to be an expert, so to speak. We want everyone to feel comfortable submitting a proposal. And there'll be a variety, I'm sure, of levels of expertise within that context. So everybody's welcome. The benefits for presenting are that you get access to the conference platform, you get free admission and access to the recordings for 1 year. We'll give you a copy of your own recording so that you can repost it however you want to, on your own YouTube channel or whatever. And you also will get a certificate of participation in the conference as well. This is an opportunity for you to be positioning yourself as a thought leader and also to kind of amplify your work. We really want to help get the word out about interesting initiatives and projects that are going on. So these are some of the benefits to presenting that are tangible and not so tangible. And we would love to have you be part of this. Registration is, there is an option for people to register for free where you'll have access to the live sessions only during the conference on January 21st and 22nd. You can also pay a discount. You can pay, I think it's $40 for educators and nonprofits, and I don't know, 80 for other people. There's a 20% discount between now and November 1st if you opt for an early bird option. If you are a paid ticket holder, you'll have access to this democracy database that we're developing as a tool. You'll have access to all the recordings for 1 year, and you'll also will have access to the networking tools that are built into RingCentral events. That means you can host your own meetings with people on our platform. You can send direct messages to other attendees and participate in speed networking, which those features will not be available to the free registration ticket holders. So group discounts are available if you want to buy seats for your entire organization, and we can work with you on that. In terms of sponsorship, we have a more detailed sponsorship package available on our website, which I'll give you the link in a few minutes. But we really would love for people to support the effort so that we can get the word out. Primarily, the funds will go to advertising and enhancing the platform. And so if you represent an organization and believe in the work that we're doing and want to be part of it, you can sponsor the conference and help us get the word out. We also feel like this will be an opportunity for organizations to get more visibility through sponsorship. So hopefully you'll consider being supportive of this. A lot of time, effort, and money goes into running these conferences. This platform is not cheap, and we really appreciate anyone who believes in our mission and wants to share in that journey. We also have media partnership available to people who can't afford, organizations that can't afford necessarily to sponsor. If you agree to help get the word out to your networks on a regular basis between now and January, we'll give you 2 free seats to the conference and put your logo and link on our website. The 2 main primary organizations that are behind the conference right now are our Actionable Innovations Global, my organization, and the Charter for Compassion, which is was started in 2009, I believe, as a result of theologian Karen Armstrong's TED Talk that she won the TED Prize for. And it is an organization that works across sectors to promote compassionate work. And I work for the Charter for Compassion part-time, so I'm a little biased, but I think that they do amazing things and have an amazing social justice oriented community around them. They also have quite a bit of reach around the world. And we're looking forward to Charter for Compassion, friends of the Charter being involved in the conference. Our vision, why it's interesting to partner with us. I think we have extensive experience in running virtual events. We have collectively, we have experience in building global coalitions, and we're committed to compassionate action and social transformation, whatever that looks like. And so we would love to be part of that. whether you're a presenter or an attendee or a sponsor or media partner with us. If you're interested in getting more involved with the conference and learning more, here's about our organizations. Here are some links for you. My email is lucy@lucygrayconsulting.com. I'm also going to put up in StreamYard a link to where you can find more information. And this is, let's see, where did it go? Here we go. This is our Notion site where we are providing information about the conference and in great detail. So if you want to learn about any aspect that's in more depth, this is the place to go. And the link to registration, the link to the call for proposals is in this dashboard. So if you go to bit.ly/Thrive 2026 dashboard, you should be able to get there. So without further ado, I don't think we have any questions. I'm going to stop presenting, but I would like you to think about how you'd like to get involved, how you can help us spread the word about this event. And if you want to join us in this adventure, we would love to have you. Next week, we're going to be hosting another webinar. Hopefully I will get the logistics of it correct on how to submit a proposal. So if you want more support with that, we can cover the details next week at our second webinar leading up to the big event. Other webinars coming up in our series include one for partners and sponsors, another one for volunteers, and then our final one will be September 11th. It'll be focused on any kind of question that you have that's remaining, that sort of thing. So thank you for your time. If you've been watching this live or if you are watching the recording, we are excited to have you be part of our event and to help us get the word out. And together we can do more. Thanks for your time. And please reach out if you have any questions.